Welcome to the realm of intoxicating flavors and head-banging beer reviews.
What's up, everybody? It's the Ginger Yeti, and I'm checking in from the road. Still getting some beers in here in Denver the night before I go over to the Decibel Metal and Beer Festival. This is probably the last one I'm going to have tonight, and this is the single can that I bought. So I was looking at this can, and the guy working the store said that the beer is really good for about half the can. And after about half the can, he said that you kind of get tired of it and you're glad you only have one can of it, which is interesting. I've never had somebody at a beer store tell me it's good for half a can, and it's really good for half a can, but after that you get tired of it. So now that sold it to me. And right there, I'm like, I want to see what this guy's talking about. So this is the PB&J Sour Ale from Loveland Aleworks. And they're out of somewhere in Colorado. We look on the can here. They're out of Loveland, Colorado. Makes sense. Loveland Aleworks, Loveland, Colorado, right? Man, this hotel I'm in, the lighting is not the best. Luckily, I have a flashlight. A very fine ale company, brewing with love in Colorado. And there's all kind of pictures of raspberry and grape and peanut butter and peanuts and beer and all kind of stuff. Kettle soured ale brewed with roasted peanuts, lactose, and natural flavor. So another peanut beer, of course. PB&J brewed with root shoot malt, roasted peanuts, lactose, blackberry, and raspberry, and natural flavor. Not a big fan of when they put natural flavor, because natural flavor could be anything. They just put whatever they want and call it natural flavor. Tastes like a PB&J sandwich. If this tastes like a PB&J sandwich, I'd be stoked on it. Brew with love, keep cold, drink fresh, please recycle. Remove label to properly recycle. Huh. I've never removed a beer can label to recycle a beer can, and I don't think I ever will, unless I want to keep the label for something. Maybe you should figure out a way to make your labels recyclable so people don't have to pull the label off. Brewed and can of Loveland Aleworks. Yeah, that's about everything on the can. There is no date. Another interesting thing that the beer store guy told me, he said they're starting to have a problem moving sours. I haven't heard that before either. Have any of you out there heard that? Have you noticed at your beer stores that sours aren't moving as quickly as they used to? I mean, I hope that's not the case. I hope that's just limited to his store. Because I enjoy sours and like seeing the different sours. I mean, it's better than having 8,000 IPAs. I hope people aren't getting rid of their sours just to bring in more IPAs. But we should go back to this beer and talk about the beer at hand here. So on Untapped, this gets a 3.97 with 680 check-ins. Before I'm opening it, I'm going to guess. I'm going to say this is going to be a purple color. I hope it's a purple color. That would be cool. I'm close. It's kind of like a purpley, reddy, grapey color. Man, that's just big sense of like jelly, jam, but not grape. Like raspberry. Yeah, blackberry and raspberry jam. That was like the big scent I got right off the bat when I cracked that can. And that's still all I'm getting in the nose. Like big sweet blackberry and raspberry preserves or blackberry raspberry jam. Just that big sugary fruit, like blackberry raspberry kind of scent. If you really get your nose in there, you can get some subtle hints of peanut butter or peanut. But yeah, it's just big blackberry and raspberry. And that color, well, it had like a weird pinkish head that died pretty quick in my hotel glass because I forgot my iconic plastic cups. Can't see through that at all. That is kind of an odd color. It is kind of a pinkish reddish hue to it. Not as dark pink or red as I would have thought it would have been. But again, this lighting's terrible. Don't even know why I'm looking at the color in this lighting, but just kind of habit, I guess. Let's take a drink and see if it tastes like a PB&J sandwich. Cheers, everybody. Oh. You get the raspberry, blackberry, and they're sweet, but they're like fruit sweet, not sugary sweet, if that makes sense. Like natural fruit sweetness there. I mean, it really does taste like natural blackberry, natural like fresh raspberry, fresh blackberry. And there was a little bit of sourness to it. But the sour is kind of surprising because it's way in the back end. In the front, it's just big, sweet, fresh blackberry, sweet, fresh blueberry. Maybe a little hint of lactose more in the body. Like the body is watery up front, and then turns to like almost a medium body once it's in your mouth for a minute and the swallow. But it's all that nice fresh berries up front. And then, I don't know if I'm picking up the peanut too much. There's a little bit of subtle peanut to it, but the peanut's not real strong. Yeah, there is some peanut in there, but the peanut's weak. You do pick it up, but it's kind of weak. It's getting overpowered by the blackberry and raspberry. And then in the back end, you get that sourness. But this is really nice. I can see how drinking a whole can of this, some people would find it too much and too sweet. But again, it's not like a sugary sweetness or a fake sweetness or even a cloyingly sweetness. It's not cloyingly sweet, but it's just like fresh blackberry juice and fresh raspberry juice. If you ever had those kind of juices, they are tart and sweet, and they can be too much after a little while. But it's a very natural, fresh tasting to the taste of the fruits. Yeah, you do pick up that peanut butter, but it's getting overpowered by the blackberry and raspberry. But this is delicious. Very nice beer. Give this beer a big horns up. I don't know if I made a mistake by only buying one. Maybe I should have bought the 4-pack. I don't know. See what I feel like once I get through this whole can. But this is a nice beer. Hope you all think I had a nice video. If you do, let me know down below. And as always, embrace the adventure.